Belum lagi kalau you dapat anak yang pandai tutup kamera and then suddenly the teacher will shout. It's not like you ask them to watch TV. They can watch TV like the whole day also, no problem. But when online class like so hard, I'm Aina.
I'm Siti.
My name is Abi.
I work as a pharmacist in government hospital. I have 3 children. With this pandemic, they just stay at home and online schooling from the phone. So
I'm working as a corporate secretary in Cyberbees Berhad. My firstborn named Zafri. He's the first child going primary school.
I'm a pharmacist working in Sungai Buloh Hospital. My first child is going to primary school coming September.
Raising my children during the day-to-day life during pandemic, I can say it's quite challenging because I'm a working mom. So you have to juggle between your work and then setting up online school learning for your children. Sometimes I have to let him do his homework during the weekend.
my life raising children in pandemic is like a routine. But because now I have a baby, she's just 2 months, so kadang-kadang I tak sempat nak tengok the brothers.
Raising a child during a pandemic is very difficult as children now are cooped indoors. I think that takes a toll on their mental growth, I feel. It is difficult because I think both my kids are not at the appropriate age where Zoom learning is conducive for them. I mean, that's what being a kid is. It's all about being hands-on. So I feel that is the difficulty that we're facing, not just for parents, but I mean for teachers and any caregivers who are taking care of my children too.
Compared to pre-COVID, the education system now is, to me, I think for the teachers as well, is a bit challenging because, you have to do the online class learning. Some has connection problem, some doesn't have gadget or laptops, right?
It's very difficult, I think, for the kids because they don't have long attention span, so they become restless. Sometimes the focus is like everywhere,
The teachers try to still teach them the same ways, but I think it's the attention span of the children.
Susah sikit lah nak control when everything is online. Belum lagi kalau you dapat anak yang pandai tutup kamera and then suddenly the teacher will shout like, where are you? Why can I see your face in the video like that? Sometimes oh yeah, that's my kid. Okay, FYI. I don't blame the teachers. I think they tried their best. But because of this also macam diorang pun susah, the kids also susah. But I really appreciate it lah.
Now, I think it's a lot of self-learning, self-navigating. I mean, you can imagine how difficult it is for a 6-year-old to be doing that.
I'm kind of worried with the current system because with the traditional, you're in class, you have your peer pressure. So when you have that peer pressure, you tend to be better in healthy competition with yourself and your friends.
That is one of my main concerns when a kid has to go through education during this pandemic, because I feel that there are skills that you pick up at an education institution. I mean, the interaction you get, the exposure you get. I think it's a well-known fact that I think not much is being absorbed when you learn through Zoom. I am afraid that there is that learning gap. Even I, as the parent, cannot close.
I can say that I am worried that my children will fall behind in terms of education because I think there is still a lot for them to learn when they are at school lah, compared to online classes lah.
We know that he doesn't have class that often, so we do provide him with activities to make sure that he's still at par.
In my opinion, there are some changes I think can be done for the current education system. Maybe more hands-on learning, more on skills lah, rather than you just follow everything in a textbook.
I think this involves the government. It should provide more initiative, more assistance to the teachers in conducting classes, maybe helping families that I'm not so fortunate. Think of this for learning to be more accessible for everyone.
I think we have heard this so many times, what changes, right? I think number one is to be less exam-based, less result-based, less paper-based. I think there are a lot of skills that kids are lacking in terms of social skills, that's one. Creative thinking skills, problem-solving skills. I feel that it's very hard to achieve with the current education system. I think most parents are a bit anxious about their growth. But think of it this way, like if everyone is growing up the same way as your kid is, so you don't have to worry so much about it.
To those parents who are facing the same thing like me, I think routine is the most important thing lah. Bila you dah ada that routine or that schedule, so you macam nak tak nak you kena ikut juga. Cumanya kena rajin, tu je.
You have to have a lot of patience and also This is time for you to get more involved, understand what the teachers have been facing, work with the teacher to assist the teacher in ensuring the children are on track with their education. Most importantly is that know how to segregate your time with your work and your time with your children.
Don't put pressure on the kids. Don't measure them through the same yardstick that we were being held on to. I feel kids are great learners in their own way. Surprisingly, they have superpowers in that sense. Just let them be kids. I mean, like how a kid should be in COVID times.
To me, the silver lining, despite the pandemic, is that the best part is you get to really spend time with your children, see them grow up before your eyes, see their progress and all that. So to me, that is something I cherish so much.
I think I can learn my kids more. When you teach them new things and then they get excited and all, so you get the satisfaction, you can see from their faces that dia macam, wah, bestnya spend time dengan mama. Macam tu kan. Itu I bersyukur sangat lah untuk masa sekarang, silver lining in this pandemic lah.